You know, the reason why people become ex-Muslims is because they have been hurt from the behaviors of the religious Muslims, not from the behaviors of common Muslims. Please try to understand, not from the behaviors of the common Muslims, but from the behaviors of the religious Muslims out there who are actually making videos, or because of their so-called dawa, the street dawa, and the dawa which we currently see today is the only reason why many people actually leave Islam. See, Islam is a very simple religion. Islam is a very easy religion. Islam is a very natural religion. Now these daees and these ulamas, they come, they complicate Islam, they make Islam look miserable, and they make so the reason why they leave Islam is because of the daees and the ulamas who complicates religion, who makes religion looks miserable. They make tons of the things haram in Islam, like watching movies or talking to the opposite gender. All these things are haram in Islam. All these things are actually promoting immorality or fahish in Islam. So these kinds of fatwa, which is actually not practical in the present day life, and the way they are forcing upon the common people, this is the reason why actually people leave Islam. People do not leave Islam to enjoy their lives, because even a Muslim, even he can enjoy his life, or he can commit something which is haram by being a Muslim. Many Muslims drink, many Muslims go to the prostitutes, many Muslims do zina, but they do not leave religion. But the reason why people leave religion is because of the dogma and because of the extremism which is spread by these people. And at the same time, these dogma and these superstitions and these extremism is superimposed upon the Prophet of Islam. This is the saddest part, that these kinds of things are superimposed upon the Prophet of Islam. So this is a very sad reality of the current ummah, that we have become so dogmatic, we have become so extremist, that people are not only leaving us, people are actually leaving the whole faith altogether. And those people who say that let them leave, those people actually want the other Muslims who do not agree with them to leave Islam. So even if an ex-Muslim is watching my video, you should realize that these daees and ulama actually want people like you to leave Islam, people like me to leave Islam. They actually want, because our point of view does not matches with their point of view. So the only way to rule over other people is just to chuck people like us, the progressive people like us, out of Islam. So when you leave Islam, whenever a Muslim actually leaves Islam, people like these win, because you know they have since you are the misfit in the ummah, therefore since the misfit has been removed from the ummah, therefore now it has become more easy to control the narrative, because once you were within the ummah, it was very difficult to control the narrative, because because we were the one who was challenging the orthodoxy. But once you leave the religion altogether, it is very easy for them to control the ummah and control the majority of people in the ummah, because Muslim masses are very docile in nature. They most of the people out there in any community, they are not the intelligentsia of the community. Most of the people are common people. They don't have time to look into religion, which is actually very unfortunate, because every Muslim should actually know about the fundamentals of the religion. So what they do, many of the Muslims although they know about the fundamentals of religion, yet they outsource their deen to these ulmas and daees. And because of these people, they actually thrive, because from them they get all the validation, from them they get all the donations, so that they can survive without working. So these ulmas and daees are actually the parasites of the ummah, who's actually sucking all the donations, who are actually ruling upon the ummah. So they want to rule upon the ummah. What we say, that we have only one ruler, that is God, and he has sent the messenger of God with the message called Quran, and we need to follow only Quran as far as divine source is concerned. And for practical references, you can go to Sunnah, which is available in mass. The Sunnah is available in mass. Sunnah is what? How to pray, how to fast. This is something which can be found out very easily, because every mosque is praying. In every Ramzan you can see the fasting going on. In the Hajj season you can see the Hajj going on. So Sunnah also is something which is very practical, and it can be readily seen with your own eyes, is easily accessible. So as far as deen is concerned, we do not need any other source like Quran and Sunnah. But if you want to have an advanced understanding of deen, the fundamentals of the deens are clear. But if you want to know the historical narrative of the deen, or the fiqh narrative of the deen, then you can go to the, or anything which you are not understanding, then you can go to the other human sources. But knowing that these human sources are not set in stones, they can change, they can be challenged, and they can be wrong. So these things can be challenged. The Quran and Sunnah as a Muslims cannot be challenged, but these things can be challenged, and that's the reason people like us are challenging the orthodoxy. So this is the reason why I feel that leaving Islam is not an option to reform Muslims. You have to be in the system to change the system, and changing the system does not mean changing the religion or changing the fundamentals of religion. Changing the system means the orthodoxy which has been created after the death of the messenger, or after messenger, or after when the deen was complete, the orthodoxy that was created, we need to change it. We need to do reconstruction of religious thought, not reconstruction of religion, reconstruction of religious thought.